Maintaining a fit and healthy lifestyle is, as we all know, a big challenge during the lockdown, but our gadget expert Colin Baker is here to help. Good morning to you, Colin Baker, or should I say Colin Biker, this morning, because you are you're on your bike already.
About 6 minutes a day or so. It's a pretty big challenge. I might be an expert on gadgets, but I'm not an expert on fitness.
Tell us about the contraption you're on there, Colin.
And this is called an Echelon, and it's an indoor advanced exercise bike. What it does is it links up to an app, and that app is part of a platform of training regimes, both live, so you can actually join in on live training, live races, live prep and exercises with specialist coaches, and then you can go back on back catalogues of training sessions as well. It kind of suits everyone from a beginner like me through to experts and people who are serious Lycra enthusiasts. As you can see, I'm not.
I don't know, you're fooling me anyway, Colin. If you're a serious cyclist, someone who likes to rack up the kilometres, these stationary bikes are now just a part of people's houses, part of people's lives now, aren't they?
Very much so, and you can get all sorts of levels of them in terms of quality and the likes. And I've tried a couple of them, and this is definitely the best one I've seen in terms of the solidity and the weight of it. And then just the feeling of cadence and pressure and tension, rather than you feel like you really do feel like you're cycling up a hill when you're meant to be cycling up a hill. I have to say, I'm really, really impressed with it. I think the engagement from working with others, I've realized that's really important to me. So if I'm just locked in a room doing my own thing for an hour, it's a whole different ball game from actually engaging with a live class somewhere else in the world, or even better, a live race or a live sportif or something like that. So I've been really enjoying it for the past week or so.
Yeah, just to clarify, cyclists can enter races against other competitors around the world live on their bike from their living room. That's what we're looking at these days, isn't it?
Absolutely. Now, it's an expensive piece of kit. It's €1,299. There is also a subscription to that platform whereby you're connected in, but there is, of course, experts and trainers there as well. So you really are getting good value for money. I think it's about €350 or €400 per year for that membership to that platform. So it's not a cheap offering, but I have to say it is premium. It's the best I've seen, particularly if you're into cycling or if you're looking to get into cycling. And again, because of that engagement with the platform, I find it's much more encouraging, and I'm much more likely to go in and join and not let the others down.
You're going great with it, Colin. You'll soon have the stabilisers off, by what I can see. So keep it up.
Go outdoors when this is all over.
Keep it up. Talk to us about the fitness apps. So from the price scale, you're looking at the free apps on your phone, etc. But these are all important no matter what kind of exercise you're trying to do.
Completely. Look, to be honest with you, I do actually have I go to the gym and I have a guy who helps me out, a trainer. And I felt when this lockdown hit, the first couple of weeks were actually very hard because I wasn't able to get myself going. And what I've also noticed lately, I don't know if you've noticed this, but certain companies are actually getting out there and trying to help the world at the moment by either making things free or changing their offerings in some way to better suit people who are being locked down. Now, Nike didn't make a big song and dance about this, but a couple of years ago, I tried out their personal training app, if you like. So it plays your music, it shows you videos on exactly how you should be training, and there's different regimes, you set your time, etc. It was quite expensive. Now, recently, without any fanfare, they made it entirely free until further notice. So you sign into the Nike app, and it's effectively an entire collage of training courses from 5 minutes to an hour for kids, for families to train together. It pulls in your music from your phone or your Apple Music or your Spotify, and there's a sort of almost a Facebook or an Instagram feed that engages you with healthy recipes as well, even yoga and meditation treatments and the likes. And it's really, really well curated. I don't say this lightly, Tommy. This is actually the best app I've downloaded in about 2 years. I downloaded it a week ago, didn't expect much of it, A lot of these apps, particularly the free ones, tend to be very limited in quality. And then, of course, the idea is that they're trying to hook you in so you subscribe to the real content.
So they're not doing it for the good of their health, pardon the pun, but it's free for the moment, and they'll get their claws into you.
Move on to get me, because I have about 100 subscriptions, and they always get me. Anyway, like you've done this, doesn't cost a bean, and it's really high-end stuff, and I've really been enjoying it.
Slightly more expensive, not that much more expensive, is the Project Fitness Mega Pack. Now, that's a kind of a one-stop shop, isn't it?
This is what I was saying, Tommy, about companies actually changing what they're doing to try and help people. This fitness tracking watch is one of the best I've used in that it's really, really simple. It's waterproof, or swim resistant anyway. It tracks heart rate, fitness, sleep, all the usual stuff, comfortable to wear. And that was coming in before at about €59, €69. They're now doing that, the armband to hold your phone when you're running or exercising, and a set of kind of water resistant earbuds for €49 all in one kit. So that's the kind of thing I like to see.
Yeah.
Companies actually looking at what they do and thinking, well, what can we do to make life a little bit easier for people who are on lockdown and people are trying to, use our product or exercise or get motivated.
Well, if I can get all that, Colin, for €49, why should I spend €599 for the PowerWatch body-powered GPS smartwatch, which is next on your list?
Yeah, I was really counting on selling a lot of these. This is kind of cutting-edge spearhead stuff. And, for all the people who are going to love something like the €49 kit, which is awesome, there's also going to be people, as you know, who spend a lot more on watches, a hell of a lot more than €599. And you are getting different materials. You're getting a different offering. You're getting an actual piece of jewelry, a real watch like this. It's called the Power Watch. And the reason I'm talking about it and I'm excited about it isn't necessarily, obviously it does have the health tracking features, just like this one does, but it's actually powered, wait till you hear this, from your body heat. So it's the first wearable. You don't ever have to charge this. And I've proven it. I've had it for the last 2 weeks, and it's still on 100%. You don't have to charge it.
So it charges off your own body heat?
Off your body heat. And this is something they didn't expect until recently, obviously. Part of that, or at least a byproduct of that, is it's constantly measuring your body temperature. And it's very, very precise. So it's actually giving me a readout of my body temperature on the screen of the watch. Now, you've got all the other features like notifications from your phone, heart rate. You've even got GPS on this. So it'll track your actual location on the map. So when you're cycling or running or walking, whatever, that you can actually see where you've been and the metrics of how long it took you to get around. So it really is a decent fitness watch.
That's really interesting.
You never have to charge it.
Yeah, in terms of one less thing to charge, and maybe that technology might be used in other devices. And also with everything going on pandemic-wise, something that's tracking your temperature, you'd imagine in the future that could become a very worthwhile and valuable bit of technology. Now, I can see by what's on top of...
I've been looking at it the odd time thinking, half a degree up.
That's just after the bike. Tell me this, Colin. I can see by the top of your head that you haven't indulged in any self-hair cutting exercises, but all that could be about to change. Is that right?
I don't know if anybody knows of any sort of underground barber services, any nefarious, dodgy hairdressing rings. But I probably need one, all right. I was kind of thinking the Bob Geldof route. I've always been an admirer of his, so I don't know how you feel about that. But
tell us about the Precision 5-in-1 Grooming Kit.
Yeah, this may get some use a little later on. This obviously people can't access barbers and hairdressers at the moment, so people are investigating the possibility of grooming themselves. So what I had a look around for was something that would be multi-purpose. That would be a shaver, a hair razor and shaver as well, and that would have all the other little features and not be too expensive, be cordless and corded. That one is €39. And look for things with extra functions and features. That one has a replaceable head. So that's your variable hair blade, if you like. And then you've got sort of a nose and ear piece and a body and face shaver.
Those will be very
well.
popular. Quick mention, we have 20 seconds left, Colin. I'll let you choose the dog grooming kit or the Oculus Quest VR. 20 seconds, go on.
So, come here, Loxy. So I was thinking, I was grooming myself and I thought, poor Loxy here, she tends to get knots and her coat grows quite quickly. So I found a grooming kit for her, which actually consists of a sort of a vibrating comb with a blade built into it. So we're actually getting them in later on today, and she's looking forward to it because she's got a
Tell us where people get more information, Colin, everything we've seen today.
Well, backfromthefuture.ie, usual story on the website, backfromthefuture.ie, and it's all on there.
Brilliant stuff. Get on your bike and get that haircut.
I'll have a nice
Good man,
trip.
Colin. Thanks,
See you,
Colin.
Tommy.